everyone, it's Arlene from Arlene's Creations, and today I'm going to show you how I make a delicious homemade peppered steak. So here I have a piece of sirloin steak that is about, I would say, 2.5 pounds, and I'm just slicing it into thin slices. So you want to slice your steak thin, going one way, and then I like it in, going the other way, making it half slices. But you can cut your steak however you'd want. Just make sure you cut it nice and thin. So I'm going to continue to do that. And there we go. So now that all my steak is sliced, what I'm going to do is add 4 large cloves of chopped garlic. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I have 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and I have 1/3 cup of teriyaki sauce, which you can use regular teriyaki sauce, but I do use Island Teriyaki marinade and glaze, which has sesame seeds in it, and I like that little extra flavor. So now I'm just going to mix this all up, and I'm going to let this sit, and I'm going to let it marinate for about an hour. So once that's all nice and mixed, we're going to let that sit. Now I am going to take 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, but you can use a good olive oil or canola oil, whatever you have on hand, and I'm going to heat that up in a heavy stock pot, or you can use your sauce pot, whatever pot you use. And now I'm going to add all of my beef that has been marinating. So as you can see, I'm just stirring it. Now we're just going to fry this up a little bit. It's not actually going to fry like, it's not going to fry. It's just going to cook a little bit. And I'm going to end up covering it. I'm just getting more of that juice out of the bowl from the teriyaki and the soy. So as you can see, it's starting to bubble. We're just going to stir it, for about 3 or 4 minutes. Get it cooking. It smells so good with the garlic and the teriyaki and the soy. Oh, best pepper steak ever. So now that it's been, cooking for like 5 minutes, now we're going to cover it. And we're going to simmer it, and we're going to put it on low. So we're going to reduce the heat a little bit. And we're going to cook that for about 20 minutes. So this is after 20 minutes. So it's at a nice little simmer, boiling simmer, and it's been 20 minutes. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 cups of water. We're going to add a tablespoon of Gravy Master. And we're going to add 5 teaspoons of powdered beef base. Now, if you don't have the powdered and you just have the Knorr big beef bouillon cubes, you can put like 3. But that was actually 5 teaspoons of the powdered. So we're just going to stir that around until it's all incorporated. And now I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to simmer this again for about another hour. So here it is simmered, and we're just going to let that go for an hour. This is going to soften up the meat until it melts in your mouth. So here we go. Now what I'm doing is I have 2 medium onions that I just sliced up. And I'm going to add that. Now, those are raw onions, white onions that I just, you know, cut in little moon shapes. I'm sure everybody knows how to cut an onion. Now, I'm going to cover this, put the heat up a little bit higher. And I'm going to cook this for about 6 to 7 minutes. You just want to get the onions soft. You don't want them mushy to fall apart. You want them just to get soft. So it's going to be only about 6 to 7 minutes. So here's after 7 minutes. You could still, you know, you could see that my onions still have their structure. Now I'm going to add my mixed peppers. And these are mixed pepper strips that I got from Stop and Shop in the bag frozen. So simple, so easy. You don't have to cut and clean all those peppers. You're just going to mix in one bag. Stir. You want to bring that back up to a boil. Because these peppers are already cooked. So you just want to put the lid on and put it back up to a boil. So now you want to put it back up to high. Now I have 3 tablespoons of flour and a half a cup of water, cold water, and you just want to stir that. And when your pot comes back up to a boil, you're going to add that and thicken the gravy. And then it's done. It's so easy, so simple, so delicious. Way better than the Chinese place. I'm not even kidding you. So as you can see, I'm getting all those lumps out. You don't want no lumps with the flour. You just want to do your 3 tablespoons of flour with your half a cup of water and just stir, stir, stir till all the lumps are out. Now see how this is back up to a boil? Now I'm going to add my flour and water mixture and it's going to thicken up beautifully. And I wish this was smell-o-vision, because if you could smell this with the garlic and the onion and the peppers and the beef and the soy and the teriyaki, it is absolutely delicious. And if you just follow all of these steps, you're going to have the best homemade pepper steak ever. See, when I tell my husband I want to order pepper steak or something from the Chinese, he's like, no. You make it better. So I get the rice from the Chinese place. I get the soup. See, I have the rice from the Chinese place. I got the soup. I got the chopsticks. I got the soy sauce packages. And I have the you know, the, what do you call it? The wonton thing. The fortune cookie. But now I'm plating up his homemade pepper steak. But I did get the white rice, the wonton soup, and the fortune cookies, and the noodles. You'll see the noodles in a minute. So now I'm just plating this over 3 scoops of rice, which he didn't even end up eating all that anyhow. I don't know why I always make him such a big plate. But it is delicious. And I just love it so much better than the Chinese place. I don't know, the Chinese place, their beef is like kind of slimy to me. I don't understand it. Like, I can't figure it out, but we've tried it and it's like, no, it's like rubbery and it's slimy. I don't know if you order Chinese food a lot, but this is so much better, so easy to do, and look at that gorgeous dinner. So just get the rice, the wonton soup, the noodles, the chopsticks. Get that from the Chinese place, but make this pepper steak on your own. It'll be a hit. You'll never, ever order it again. Trust me, it is fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you make this recipe. It was an absolutely gorgeous dinner. Thank you. Bye-bye.